Hey, welcome to AgostoAllElite Podcast. Welcome to Thanksgiving edition of AgostoAllElite. Well, because I forgot to take a break, so I'm doing this week. Then next week I'm basically going to take a long break. I'll be like, I'm not going to take a long break. Like, I'll be back next week. But I will take a long break starting like December 1st. And after that, how should I put this? You know what? I'm going to say this. Like December for between December do this December 4th I will be taking my break. So basically the last podcast for the year will be on December 3rd on a Sunday. So that will be the final podcast for this year till 2024. I just want to get this out of the way. That's where I end here and start my break on December 4th on Monday. And I promise I will be back in January 2024. So for now, let's continue with the podcast. Starting with Raw. Sorry for the interruption. I'm just trying to get on the way. All right, welcome to this week's Raw. War Games, whatever. Let's go to the go home edition of Survivor Series War Games. With War Games again being the theme of this year's pay-per-view, management booked one member from each team in battle right and entry advantage for Saturday night. Monday, we saw Chad Gable take on Kei Nakamura. The Powers, Rico Rodriguez facing Nia Jax. Lynch against Nia Lee. Late Sleeve, Drew McIntyre addresses the actions from last week, established the Judgment Day. Let's go over what happened Monday night. We go to the open segment. We got a quick video package. Raw opened Drew McIntyre in the ring. Cole's booing. Crowd booed. So everyone was going to listen to him. The Scots said anyone turned their back on him. He was never a fan in the first place. He didn't give a damn about these fans. He ridiculed Jey Uso for never apologizing to the people he screwed over while he was in the bloodline. McIntyre spoke about everything he has sacrificed for his family. How Jey's family took the biggest moment away from him when he was able to perform in front of his family in Europe. Yes, he said he hasn't joined Judgment Day, but Rhea Ripley gave him the chance to get Jay Cage and to take it. This brought Jay out to respond. The Judgment Day show up and McIntyre provide backup. Jay eventually fights War Games Team 2. Alan Pierce said he didn't want anyone from your team to fight anyone would cost their team advantage on Saturday night. He also saw Babyface team pick a fifth member before the end of the night. McIntyre did a great job as part by this segment. Everything came felt so much forced to get two teams to have a stand-up. That would have been more useful at the end of the show, the start. So yeah. So Pierce allowed the team to pick what member would fit on the show War Games advantage. So yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's something we do. We got a Nia Jax versus Rachel Rodriguez. We got Mania Powerhouse this week when Jax Rodriguez fair off in singles match. Jax size gave her advantage, so she was going to take the show early. She trash talked quite a bit until Rodriguez made a comeback, sent her out of the ring, shoulder tackle. We now see Jax back in the driver's seat at the beginning, focus her offense on the back of her opponent. When Rodriguez tried, she was able to flip Jax up her shoulder due to damage she had taken. When she was unable to hit a powerbomb, Jax used the opportunity to hit her finisher for the win. This is better than expected. A decent irresistible force versus the Malball object kind of showdown. Rodriguez always looks over best when she's facing someone closer to her side or bigger. She was the biggest highlight here. Nia Jax defeated Rachel Rodriguez. So we got a quick backstage set when Priest told Ripley he wanted to fight an advantage match. She said she needed to wait for McIntyre to discuss it as a group. Ultra Infamy seemed unhappy about this. Rodriguez had a nice quad, but yeah, whatever. Let's go to Becky Lynch versus Lee. Okay, before she entered the cage at War Games, Lynch had some personal business handling with Lee on Monday. NXT Women's Champion Leah Vec was in the crowd to watch Lee since they're involved in a feud right now. The match with Lee take control, but a strategic takedown for Lynch turned the table, put the man in charge right up. Bolt regained the upper hand, heading to the break. Not the break. Alright, anything. Lynch began to show some signs of life. They traced several big moves in their falls before the man finally kept Lee down for the 3 count with a manhandle slam. It was a high competitive match, a genic one that made Lee look a lot better. She is on the main roster at this point. She needed a performance like this, even if she's standing up losing. When damage control showed up the crowd started a fight, Lynch's team showed up that turned into a big brawl. So Becky Lynch defeated Lee. Okay. the loads again. Keep forgetting. So yeah, Lee having fused on Raw's NXT. It's a big step up for being on TV a little time this year. Okay. So the WWE brought back lighting graphics for Chinese Star's entrance. It's great to see. It's one of the cool AR graphics that company used. So yeah. So we got Johnny Gargano versus Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser looks to prove that he didn't need to advance his help to defeat Johnny Gargano with the two men for a main match this week. But Ciampa was a ringside backup for Johnny West just in case. Gargano and Kaiser, two guys who have been in the ring with each other a dozen times over the years, but they already developed great chemistry and know how to highlight each other's strengths. Kaiser did a great job setting up opponents' fast-paced offense, while Gargano did the same for remember whenever he overpowered him. Both men are good at what they do. People were shocked they produced anything except a fun match for the amount of time they're given. Vince came out to help watch Gargano score the win, yet talent even seemed to have a bit of a smile on his face. So Gargano defeated Kaiser. So basically, the pronunciation of Kaiser's name is actually soothing. And, you know what? Like, Gargano and Ciampa having matching gear, it goes a long way making their team feel more long-term. And then with NXT, we got Kaiser's slam counter look cool. We go to the women's tag team number one contenders fatal 4-way. It's weird. After being set up in a background segment, we got a fair four following 4 women's tag teams find new contenders for the titles. Taya, Ian Carter, Ian Hartwell, Candice Relate, Niall, and Dupree made up the quartet. Any matching competitors could be difficult to manage. Ian Harder split in 4 teams and it being 4-4 setup. The match has some fun setups, bills, and much to it. It was nice to women in the ring on Monday, but the weakest match got from a ring perspective. However, main event was entertaining against the title holders, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and being hilarious on commentary edition in most 2 women's spots. Knox ended up getting a win for her team, earning Natasha. They get enough time to lead the other teams are winning tag title shot. So yeah, it's good. So yeah, it's good something. We got Chad Gable versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Miz and Gunther had an in-ring segment, talk a little trash, build up their kind of title feud. They talked for a long time before the things ended with Lester hit a low blow and a finish on the champ. Next, we got a Nakamura versus Gabriel. Recent weeks, the artists have been dismembering members of Alpha Academy, so the leader of the group felt it was their duty to put him in his place. Gabriel uses amateur wrestling skill to take Nakamura down a few times in the beginning of the match. They traded control back and forth a couple of times, but the pace during the first half was controlled by the Olympian. Nakamura got more offensive during the second half, but Gable was on the one seeing that most of the control of the time. The artist got the win. It wasn't the concussion. He had to use a pinning combination to beat Gable, so maybe one more encounter in the future. This was a fun bout. The best of series between Nakamura and Gable looked good against other opponents. No surprise, but he started winning some bigger matches. Nakamura defeated Chad Gable. I'll get a quick promo on a video package that challenged Monster Reed to the match next week. Okay, Gable's counter to a good variation looked great. And the full Nelson Super for Gable's crisp. McIntyre versus Jey Uso. The main event of the show turned which men team had advantage heading to War Games week, but McIntyre was also looking to take out some of his frustration on Jey Uso in the process. They came face to face. Jey Uso took the first shot to shade of hands. Wisely, Jey Uso brought the upper hand after exchanging Greeks. But Scott scored the first near fall of the big back elbow. They tried to control several times throughout the match to keep us guessing. And it seemed like a foregone conclusion by hand. It was entertainment, like a film main event for some reason. Would have been main of the show, but it would have probably been on the card. It would have fit better on the show. So yeah, the Scottish Warrior kept talking about how he wanted to take out Luke for good, but he wrestled the match while the others are feeling animosity hard as should have. So yeah, McIntyre got this fun clean win with a future shot DDT instead of his usual Claymore kick. The show ended with 2 War Games matches fighting around the ring. Cody Rhodes revealed a member of the group would be Randy Orton with some obvious context clues. Drew McIntyre defeated Jey Uso. So yeah, the rules for War Games are pretty easy to understand, but how somehow WWE made it somehow complicated. So honestly, McIntyre is great at trash talking in the ring because you can hear him over the crowd noise. here's my thoughts. This week's Raw managed to deliver some enjoyable ring action. So to go home heading to Survivor this week. Saturday, 27 women were featured on Monday's episode across various matches, video segment, video packages, instead of recording on Royal Rumble show. Every match drove a level, but the performance was go to Kaiser, Razor, Lynch, and Lee being close second. Alright, Warren Games, only fun stipulation. With the return of Orton set pay-per-view, fans in Chicago are in for a great time. As a whole, it feels like WWE's program has hit its stride recently. It's not perfect, but it shows it's been constantly enjoyable from start to finish. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's go review Dynamite now. Alright, here's my Dynamite, like AEW Dynamite review. Alright, let's get to Dynamite now. Let's get to it. Let's start with this week's Dynamite. Alright, the Continental Classic kicked off this week with best wrestlers from the world rallying for the right to become the first ever AEW Continental Champion. With Eddie Kingston's never overweight Ring of Honor World titles at stake. The Thanksgiving Eve broadcast saw the first section in turn, as well as the championship acceptance speech from timeless Tony Storm, latest from Christian Cage. What went down, who earned their first victories in the first ever tournament, and what does it mean for Elite Wrestling and the build to the World's End on December 30th. We'll find out this recap of this Wednesday's show. Okay, Continental Classic rules lineup. We got the Blue Group, Andrade El Idolo, the American Dream, Bryan Danielson, Brody King, Claudio Castagnoli, Danny Garcia, Ring of Honor World Champion, Drone Chan, Openweight Champion, Eddie Kingston. The Gold Group, Lethal, Jay Lethal, Jay White, Ron Moxley, Mark Briscoe, Rush, Strickland. Now we already know the rules, so let's go to the match cards. For the Continental Classic Gold, the main event was Jon Moxley versus Mark Briscoe. Continental Classic Gold League, Swerve Strickland versus Jay Lethal. Continental Classic Gold League versus Jay Rush versus Jay White. Orange Cassidy, Hook, Casimiro Shibata versus Matt Menard. Jello Parker and Jake Hager. Ruby Soho versus Sky Blue versus Anna Jay. Tina's Tony Stark Championship acceptance speech. And Christian Cage, Reed Christians, Nick Wayne, and Luchasaurus. Let's start with some Continental Classic Gold League with Swerve versus Jay Lethal. On the heels of sadistic Texas Death Match, Full Gear, we saw him defeat Hangman Page. Swerve Strickland become the first competitor to win points in the Continental Classic, defeating Jay Lethal in the round robin tournament opener Wednesday night. It should be no surprise to anyone that Strickland Lethal had a great contest. Each competitor spoiling each other's injuries, and with Strickland double stomp for the pinfall. Kicking a diamond, most buzz-perfect star for the latest pay-per-view call. Strickland did not disappoint the fans in Chicago behind Green like a Norris pop, making the opener feel like a bigger deal. Great start to the show. Strickland defeated Lethal. My thought for this match, that pop for Strickland was enormous. And second thing, Strickland and Lethal formed framework a match by targeting each other's injuries. Strickland's right shoulder, Lethal's right knee. Swerve is about the most organic babyface in this show. We go to MJF Clown Cole promo. The better for you, better than you, baby, and limp their way to the ring. The states that the MJF injured his hip is successful AEW World Championship defense against Jay White, which tag team partner and Cole interfered and some banter. MJF made reference to the devil and interrupted by the mysterious masked devil, who simply laughed at his assertion that he wanted nothing to do with the people's scumbag. This brought out Samoa Joe, who MJF tried to screw out the world title shot before Cole talked to him about being a man of his word. Eventually, a match for the world's end, agreed to, but before Joe Rouse destroyed MJF in his hometown, take the gold. The biggest question of why Cole would be interested in MJF honoring his agreement with Samoa Joe for a world title match. It is inconvenient that when MJF grew close to that claim that he has, tapped by the Devil's minions, that's leaving the champion no choice but to turn to Joe. We could be getting closer to find out who's behind the mask. We're surprised if some medical plan connected by that management of Cole, or maybe just Jack Perry was unexpected possible outcome. This was much more multi-layered segment that accomplished different things, and got MJF on the screen despite his injury. Good stuff in it. MJF Cole partnership appears to have Cole appeared 2 or 3 months ago. So There's some parts of it. When it was born, the devil let out a fierce scream. You know why? Because the guy didn't want any competition and just said for being interrupted by AEW's Masked Devil, who laughed. Then he talks about the Ring of Honor legend. I beat Chicago twice, and just a reference to his 2 victories over CM Punk. Then after that, everywhere you go, I'll be few steps behind. And Joe warned NJF, vowing to have his back until the world's end in Long Island, but beating him and taking the AEW world title. Next, we got the Trios match. AEW International Champ Cod City follows victory over Moxley at Full Gear by team with AEW Champion Hook and Champion Shibata to defeat Danny Magic, Matt Menard, Cool Hand, Jericho Parker, and Jake Hager in Trios match. It's a front bound, but that left former Jericho appreciate side members get a better shine. Board babyfaces exploited back into the secured the win by the red drum sleeper from Hook and Shibata. It's not further any ongoing stories or make anyone look better or worse than their prior match. It was a good fun. Beyond that, the feature will anticipate return of Don Hansen, who Guevara delivered a curse to Hager amid the big pop from the Chicago fans. Hook, Shibata, Cassidy defeated Hager, Menard, and Parker. Cassidy paid a mention surprise at her backstage incident when Don Hansen made his return. 3 weeks too late, but the return nonetheless. The parade may have been weak. The Halloween ill-inspired presentation was great. Don Hansen broke out Hager's favorite purple hat, and when he confronted the curse, the former world champion. We go to Christian Cage, Christian Nick Wayne, Lucha, and Luchasaurus. On the heels of Full Gear loss to Adam Copeland, staying dynamic that Cage led Nick Wayne, Luchasaurus to the ring when attempting rechristening them. He did so, rebranding Luchasaurus as Killswitch and Wayne as the Prodigy, but not before humiliating the former in a way that will likely continue to draw attention within the group. Shayna Wayne, Nick Small interrupted proceed, but ended up catching a rate blow from Killswitch for Catti's Concerto. Anna Copeland made a save, delivered 2 spears to Concerto of his own, stood tall as commentary team came to cover up for the ROH radar, started brutalizing the competitor from his own mother. This is an interesting segment. Cage is a great heel, but the illusions are related to be branded as something more generic. What's the point of calling Wayne something already has been referred to? So how did Copeland not realize Shane was right in the ring and attack her son when he slid right past her to wipe him out with the first spear? It's keeping the feud away so in a clunky fashion. Open leads to Copeland versus Cage at World's End. This is a quote. I can tell you honestly, secure that I did not lose that match. Cage said I have the build importance of admitting when losses. Nick Wayne did not lose that match. Luchasaurus lost that match. Cage or Luchasaurus a knee, proceeded to rename and Quill Switch. Then ordered Wayne to defeat and label him the Prodigy. One was fine, the other was a letdown considering the commentary team and repeatedly labeled him the Prodigy. Cage told Shane that her late husband Buddy would have been disowned by his son. Go punch your car because your ship about to begin at Denny's. He told her the bump by Shane into the ropes was nasty. We go to another Continental Classic, Roosh versus Switchblade Jay White. The Switchblade earned 3 points at Continental Classic by pinfall victory over Roosh, defeating El Toro Blanco with a Blade Runner following a well-timed detected low blow. This was a competitive match between 2 men did a solid job putting over physical exhaustion experience at disappointed nights at Full Gear. It puts out Jay White as a resourceful heel who will still find a way to cheat and win. Amy cannot rely on outside interference. Bullet Club, Gold Cronies. It was a big bounce back to victory for one of the top guys' company after losing to NGF at Full Gear. For Rouge, it was another disappointing loss despite performance her solidifying as a premier wrestler in AEW. White push pin Rouge. Then we go to backstage. Paquette caught up with Hager, met her Parker and RJ. The later asked Parker really in her corner in Knight's 3-way women's match. She said she would be despite receiving a phone call and saying time for Ruby Soho. It took long for the commentary to remember that Rouge fought in a ladder match at Full Gear just as worn down his way to a guy with one leg and a dislocated hip. Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho versus Anna Jay. The match was very good as it may have been thanks to a bunch of attention to going Soho Angelo Parker romance storyline. So much focus on that story and the interaction between two of them, so Rhea Matt Mono ringside actually bout became secondary. Blue win was important, setting things ahead in direction of a challenging start for the AEW Women's World Championship. But how she is being taken when her latest chapter love story succeeds or continue to rise. Blue defeated Jay and Soho. Prior to the match, Toy Story made her championship ascent speech for her exit was cut off by rival Blue in the reiteration at T Chicago native as a next contender to the title. Blues could be developed a real good worker. She not companion until when she was a year ago, day and night. She's going to be a world champion sooner than later. Met her, Rad saw her leg, ignited an argument between himself and Saraya ringside on her side of the ring. Blues kicked slow in the arms of Parker would make the matters worse. We go to the main event. Jay Briscoe versus Jon Moxley. A long running show hampered the main event this week's broadcast while Jon Moxley defeated Mark Briscoe. There were 3 points in the Continental Classic. More rush there was, but so a grueling battle between former world champion and one of the most respected influential wrestlers of the last 2 decades. Briscoe showed great toughness while absorbing everything. Without him was succumb to Moxley to stomp in the second Death Rider match. Moxley winning felt like a conclusion to something that was so surprising. But it's time to start doing something meaning with the Briscoe because some high-profile losses do add up. Moxley defeated Briscoe. And this one started really late in the show as a commentator team promised. The show would go on until there's a winner. Moxley match with Blue. Even the Briscoe time and beyond this point only suggested 2 guys fighting cannot drum out drama on their own. Ridiculous consider who they are, how long they've been doing this. The crowd came alive and near fault, which Briscoe came out of Death Rider. Moxley delivered a stomp and tapped the spine, but hey, look at that, was a certain moment. My thought for this week is that the biggest show on Wednesday broadcast was the Continental Classic. It felt like it was a match that was shorter in time, especially the 2 that came out the opening due to need to go along with the promo segment of the show. The show was up to heavier angle, heavy segments that could have taken a lot less time. When it went down to it, was very good. It could have been more had AEW had not make time for either segment elsewhere. The show gets above average score because of in-ring quality. So yeah. This is my thoughts on this week's Dynamite. Now we go straight to Ring of Honor now. Alright, we're at Ring of Honor. Let's go to Ring of Honor this week's Ring of Honor. Rousey teams with Maria Sheffield against Athena and Big Stars. So Rousey makes her ROH debut on Honor Club this week. Rousey teamed with Shepard to wrestle Athena and Big Stars when AEW ran a show for Kia Forum on November 17 last week. So let's go to it. So also on tonight's show, the ROH Pure Champ Shibata defends himself against Beretta. Shibata seeks his 7th title defense since winning the belt at Supercard Order in March. The wrestler he beat for the title will also be action Pure Rules match. He faces Lee Moriarty in a match that was taped last night at Dynamite in Chicago. So, okay. He get Page gets another shot at the Tony Nese tonight. Nese defeated Page. So yeah, last time Nese defeated Page on episode of Air October 19th. So other than Yuta vs. Mirai, Asher. So let's go to it. So this week, ROH begins with ROH Women's Champion Athena Big Stars issuing open challenge to 82 women to face them tonight. Shiv entered the frame once they left and made a phone call when she called. So yeah, the ROH Pure Challenge title match, Shibata defeated versus Beretta to it. Shibata defeated Trent Beretta to retain. The judges were Jerry Lynn, Madison Rain, and Jay Jacobs. 2 men scrambled to a stalemate and start each man waiting until his finishing maneuvers. Beretta uses first rope break, escape a short arm scissor attempt. Shibata went up to Beretta's arm, dropped a knee on him, kicking Beretta in the back. Shibata landed 2 hard kicks that set Beretta to 8 before running to outside spear for Beretta. Beretta hit a tornado DDT before falling with a running knee near fall. Beretta hit laying a chop no avail. Shibata stood up and a forearm that sent Beretta to the corner. Beretta cut off a hesitation drop kick, sending Shibata to the floor by hitting a punch to the outside. Beretta hit a drop kick, but Shibata rolled through and hit a boot. They bent both men down. Shibata forced Beretta in the corner for hitting a hesitant drop kick. Shibata hit a half-axe suplex for a near fall. Shibata locked on the ankle lock, forced Beretta to use the second rope break at 7:30. Beretta rolled through a bone arrow lock, but strikes had no effect. Shabbat hit STL for a near fall, then hit a ripcord slap in the face. Shabbat hit a penalty kick to win and retain the title. So yeah, this was a good match. When Nightingale defeated Hero Hogan, Chishadora, Diamond Hogan fought on the floor as Nightingale fought Adora with shoulder block. Diamond clubbed Nightingale in the corner for Hogan hit Dias, Adora, and Nightingale on the floor. All four women ended up in the ring with Diamond, Adora powerbombing Nightingale in the ring. Hogan took these two down to a crossbody. Everyone laying shots to each other before the match broke down to Pier 6 brawl, ending with Hogan's super kick on Nightingale for near vault. Eventually, Nightingale ended up alone in the ring with Adora, hitting the Bay with a powerbomb for the win. So we got Ethan Page versus Tori Nese. This was a very good televised feud. Ethan Page continued to get in the crowd in this match. Starting announced this week's group chanting with cancel order for Nese to focus on putting Page behind them. Nese caught Page with a boot for clubbering in the corner. Page exploded out of the corner shoulder block for laying shoots and zone shots of his own. Nese in the corner for chopping Page in the neck, stopping Page over the rope on the neck. Nese threw Page at the stairs and on the floor. Back in the ring, Page fought back and Nese avoided a slap shot with the spinning heel kick with their fall. Page fired up, hitting a headshot from their fall. Sterling had to interfere, but ref called an apron for him out. Nese complained to her, leading to Page and a running big boot for the win. Nese jumped Page at the belt, leading to a fight. So that security had to break up. So yeah. So there we go. Now we go straight to. We got a recap of the ROH World Champ Eddie Kingston retained over the title with Jay Lethal. ROH World Tag Team Champion MJF Team Mr. Bojo to beat the Guns to retain the tag titles. The Workhorsemen defeated the Irish Savages, the West Coast Cracker Crew, and the Infantry in a tag match. So yeah. So it's good to see the Workhorsemen get a win. It's been highly on ROH TV. The action was fast furious to start with Infantry control. Start Bronson hit Dean with a flash attack for sending him to uphold his chest. Isaacs tagged in for forearms for an enemy head kick. He crew team to take down the Bronson. Bravo and Workhorse folded check down the bro for the record crew for Infantry dove out to everyone on the floor. Bronson hit Dean, dived to the floor, but Boulder hit a sidebox Nelson. The Savages went for a transform splash. Ratch broke down Flurry. The Workhorsemen eventually isolated Nelson, hit ended days with a kick assist to score the win. Then we go to Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. We're backstage with Lexi Nair. Complain about Nese's loss to Ethan Page. So yeah, And we go to Pure Rules match. Yuta defeating Lee Mariah. Judges were Jimmy Jacobs, Master Main Pat Buck. Mariah caught Yuta biceps, but translated to a double wrist lock. Yuta fought out for Mariah caught Yuta with a quick kick to the arm. Mariah grounding Yuta for locking the hammerlock blow. And our submission transition to a pinfall for a near fall. Yuta transition to octopus stretch for hitting the right angle slam for the near fall. Yuta hit a body slam for laying a top roll spot for near fall. Yuta went for hammer and anvil elbows for he transitioned to a border switch stretch. Yuta escaped. Mariah snapped Yuta's fingers, booted him into the corner. Both men fought on the top rope for Mariah laying a superplex. The two men trade punches. The forward caused by warning for getting the form exchange. They trade Jarvis suplex with Mariah take off Yuta's arm. The border stretch. Yuta bit his way free outside the referee's sight before getting a seatbelt pin in the corner to score the win. Okay. Lee Johnson defeated Rouser, Willie Mack, and Jack Hartwell. Jack Hartwell made a pressing here as he looks like someone going from both to Ring of Honor more appearances. Mo came quickly after Mack cleared the ring. Hartwell took the match before. Hartwell hit a picture. Big Southgate special before Finn Rossi. To the back, who caught the on the back. Johnson cut Hartwell to the floor before William cut Johnson with a cut Johnson for calling Mack to the ring throw hands. They try shots, but not. The match became a flurry ending with Ron Johnson for everyone ring. Cartwheel has ball reserved for, and of course, with something in the ring. Last ring got slashed by Mac Wowzer and Max to the floor, but Johnson caught him with Simpson flip for the flash pin in the win. So we got Ethan Page was backstage to the Samir. Page was furious that Tony Mark Stern was trying to call the shots on his career. Reese was going to man it up, shake his hand. Page knew the issues weren't done until Reese shake his hand. So Maria Sheffer now the main event. Sheffer and Ronda Rousey versus Athena Bischoff. This was a fun match as the crowd at Guevara was red hot from the jump. Rousey looked better than she did in the majority of her second run in WWE. There was a real buzz to the match. One enemy. Ronda looked like a bigger star. She was her prime. The finish was creative. Athena had her Rousey did to Rice. Starks made a crucial error where there's a one-off appearance for Teeth for final battle. This was a great main event for either way. So, Athena threw Starks to the ring. Start with Rousey taking her down to drill throws. Sheffer tagging lady takes the Starks. Starks tag out to Athena, but after Rousey tag in, Athena tag round to Starks. Rousey threw Starks into a corner for locking on the armbar on the ropes. Starks sent Sheffer to the ropes. Athena kneed her in the back. Sheffer booted and footed Athena down. But Starks and Athena double team Sheffer in control. Athena throws Sheffer while knocking Rousey. Sheffer eventually fought off Starks, made her tag to Rousey. Athena to tag out to Starks again. Rousey go wild on her. Athena got attacked to Starks. Athena sent Rousey to the floor with Lariat. Athena dropped for both Sheffer and Rousey with a 10-mile drop following slam on the floor. Athena went to the top ramp for the overface on Rousey, but Rousey turned into armbar. Athena powered Rousey up, dropped her in the powerbomb, but Rousey held on. Starks broke it up with a swanton bomb, where Sheffer dropped through the backdrop. The match broke down to Pierce 6 brawl, with Rousey catching Athena step up on her for armbar. Athena better way free before hitting a pop-up German super from near fall. With some Starks, Sheffer tagged in, Sheffer knocking Starks row. Athena started to catch a Sheffer pop-up position. Rousey wait. RB leading to Sheffer. Athena to slow drop Rousey to fall. Rousey Athena. Rousey fall. Happening at both sides. Sheffer near fall. Athena. Heartbreaker Guevara starts scoring special for her fall. Rousey booked up. Yet when the tire out the Starks, gotta get a lock of ankle lock. But the ankle lock is both open roll through. Then hand over face of Rousey. Starks. They did Athena. Starks with a soft turn bottom. But Rousey cost Starks with armbar to score the win. Okay, so after the match, Athena went to jump. Sheffer caught a bed kick. Rousey tossed Athena to title belt when Starks saved Athena. Rousey and Sheffer stood tall. The show went off the air. So that was Ring of Honor. So let's get to the wrestling news. It'll take long. Alright, WWE in non-toxic internal belief he's re-signed with AEW this past weekend. Big for AEW World Champion next with Jacob Freeman and AEW Full Gear. The women wrestling pro wrestling party successfully retained tag team champions alongside partners. The injury Cole following the match. The injury was attacked. The standing on the arena screaming pamphlets. The main event was in change. Cole cannot compete. Freeman's time stand. Freeman made a Atlas. For match and defense Jay White. So the win for the is Pawns on disgusting this week. Brian again playing the year and the contract next year to keep him and every metric. Things about AgostoAllElite from the where Ross and the most money. Of course, throughout the year, Friday occasion is a great bidding war 2024. The hype is upcoming free agency. So yeah. So Hospital is headed for several WWE sources believe Friday quietly signed with WWE. One WWE source said that they have a zero talk between the sides. They've heard the idea for Friday set in free agency immediately to false narrative. They believe he has been signed for 2027. This is a clean into his head storyline. WWE source said. Another WWE story that I was told a while ago while I was under a long-term deal, which is why they stopped pushing 2024 stuff. Update. Now, yeah, that's true. NJF is definitely signed to a 2027 deal. So yeah. And yeah. So yeah, it's what it is, and that's what it is. So, yeah, NJF is exposed. He is signed to 2027. So yeah, pretty much. So yeah. Okay, now we go to the updates on Guevara. Expected back on AEW TV. AEW star Guevara is now 2 years late. He suffered a wrestling smile for his friend. Girl does so. Guevara is expected to ask him as long as we get to muscle and outcome. Sure, it might be able to see it. Turn back in action. Del Sol says he's feeling a lot better. If it turned Inman, I definitely thought he'll be in Dynamite Wrestling and Free Fight. Get it back yet? I know he wants back in a major way to see wherever time he takes them. So when Guevara returns, it's inevitable that Guevara's unfinished business must resolve the matter of lockup. So Eric Bischoff weighs on Will Ospreay signing with WWE. On the latest episode, 83 weeks, Bischoff talks about signing Ospreay despite the parts the parents started in WWE. And aside started on an Ospreay a lot to do with his personal goals where there was a lot of money on the table of companies. So you have two companies that were, since both of them offering you such amount of money, personal choice, do your career. I'm not there since there's certain things in depression. Many people that stay in touch with, there's a lot of freedom there. There's a lot of frustration that you get frustrated about. I think for a guy like Will Ospreay gonna come in, I don't want to say dictate his future because a lot of influence has WWE. This one from Bischoff and Del Silva. The producer here talking about value of personal freedom. You'll do things you want to do with your people and do them, and then it's hard to put a price tag on it. He said here comes $1 million a year. Work office in New York City, 5 days. He talks about that most about corporate structure and WWE. I'm gonna say that. And it's also where Ospreay signed with AEW because they promised something like Tasha. It's attacked it. He said no. It's no unlikely. It's not gonna happen. And like Bischoff says, it's like people can change. Ospreay made a change. Like basically, you peaked, you're young, so you got an opportunity. Changes are changed. So that's what Bischoff's producer said. So yeah, that was wrestling news. We got all the way. Let's go straight to SmackDown review. Let's roll into SmackDown. Okay, SmackDown this week. Alright, from 24 hours for Survivor Series live event, the FS1 Airways Friday night this week from Chicago's Allstate Arena. Go home broadcast by headline by the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Balor and Priest. Judgment Day defending against Street Profits, with Ford and Dawkins able to pay out the success with championship victory, or did Judgment Day build momentum entering War Games Survivor Series event? Find out about this week's recap of SmackDown. Alright, here's an announcement advance for Undisputed Tag Champs, Balor and Priest for Street Profits, the Grace and Woman Effect for Kevin Owens. Let's go to the show. Okay, let's go to the show. Let's go to the zone. Let's get going. Okay. Sorry, just look at my notes. Alright, Becky Lynch, her team kicked off SmackDown. Belair, Shotzi, Flair, Becky made their way to the ring, kick off SmackDown despite tension. Team 2 later, same page. Bayley, master manipulator, quietly villain, arrived on scene, trying to poke and prod a delicate partnership. Leads to the making of a main event later when Snow show pitting the Queen, the Man, to the Damage Control War Games team. This is essentially any ever show opening segment starting the 9th main event. This one had a little bit of substance, with teaser main tension between Flair and Lynch. The absent Asuka, Dakota Kai, Asuka saying backing out the role model, but still very uneventful in the ring promo start of the show. Could have been far short backstage invention. Chemistry between characters with shots and bright energy and compromise are more reserved partners is fun. So yeah. So Lynch refused to say Flair's name while explaining the team's decision. The team with the babyface team with nice touch of continuity. While Shotzi said the Queen said after rambling around revenge on the ballsy badass. Bayley curiously entered the ring alone, made her way to the ring, same way tired to stir things up, taking Lynch and Flair. Responded by asking Wilma what her teammates are continuing the strong dissension between Damage Control and Bayley and her partners. We go to the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. Judgment Day versus Street Profits. Judgment Day secure momentum ahead of the Saturday War Games main event as Finn Balor and Daniel Priest defended the assist by the Women's World Champ Rhea Ripley to defeat the Street Profits, retain the tag belts. The match had a quicker pace than most, and the crowd ate it up. Ford and Dawkins were de facto babyfaces, better for worse, and the Chicago chapters WWE Universe to see the team regain titles worn previously. Instead, Brett Balor and Priest overcame the challenge and sent a message to Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and a returning Randy Orton with a quality victory. Saw some accomplishment would tend to be short term, which creates questions on Street Profits where the WWE is on the heels. Judgment Day defeated the Street Profits to retain. This was an interesting match. Both entered as heels. Ford ended up fired up the crowd by Bayface. One team's naturally going to cheer it over on year one, but anyway. So we saw Priest bodied Ford. Now, prior to the break, pending the challenges and defense enter a commercial. We got Ripley interfering to get Priest and Balor to win. Bobby Lashley had watched backstage, interviewed and infuriated about the outcome. We got the Grayson Waller with Kevin Owens that got involved into a tag team action. Hijinks on Grayson Waller fight gave away to tag team match. Egotistical, they all say Grayla, see Grayson Waller, and his possible bestie Austin Theory against Owens and Knight. The two got the best in the recent weeks. The match showcased important guys and fast important case. Serious guy carried. The show was red hot for baby faces at night. Face come back. But heels over rain when near right over team. Second segment, promo segment, preseason was unnecessary. Owens Knight defeat the Arian Waller. We got a nice video pack on Dragon League. Clear sign out displays background, giving off 10 to build a connection to WWE Universe. Make funny jokes on your butt and never look better. Owens said, pointing at Theory, Justin, and him. You know what happened? It's his son. Owens said, four-shot rival Illinois received a deafening pop. We go to Santiago Escobar attacking Carlito. Santos Escobar erupted Carlito's promo Friday night. I end the segment we add intro and insult. Shade the insult to Spanish in the instance by Scar by the Ramus. There is gone forever. Let's raw sneak attack by the heel of Carlito clutching his arm, teasing he won't be able to compete in Saturday's scheduled match with a former LLW teammate. Backstage while commercial break, Escobar the fur injured Carlito until Dragon Lee made the save, ending the heel off. Team had potential change at Surprise lineup. This test was great. Escobar was already one of his hated guys in the company. Lee stepped up to defend the LWO about being the official number of the match, and this point is a great way to build his presence on the show. Escobar asked Carlito where his LWO tattoo was, and criticized him not representing the LWO. You love Raven so much you're going to be in a hospital. Escobar over here saying the show heads to the break. Carlito crushed his shoulder, followed a knee strike. We go to Brawling Brutes versus Pretty Deadly. Might the Brawling Brutes be no more? After last week's loss, Butcher Rayleigh blasted Rich Holland with a broke kick. The prowess of the team walked down his part, leaving defending themselves against Pretty Deadly and Prince Kit Wilson. Butcher turned to a mean-spirited performance, fighting to push Pretty off the blind tag, rolled up speed, and the brutal weights, inspiring showing. This was seen as just one of the two things. Butch and Holland going poised to go separate ways, as James is going to return and bring them back together. His split brings up one cluster to re-Christianize Butch as Pete Dunne, so be it. Pretty Deadly defeated Brawling Brutes. Holland entered the ring and Butch sneaking into the teammates. After Holland Butch, the bruiser fought opponents, so retains in real zones was coming to the numbers disadvantage. Though backstage, Nick Aldis officially announced the match between Carlito and Escobar postponed until Lee interrupted, imploring to add to the match. Instead, Aldis obliged, and Lee versus Guevara was announced moments later. Now we go to Becky Lynch and Flair versus Bayley and Asuka. For the majority of the main event of Friday night, Becky Lynch and Flair was on the same page. They battled Daniels control Asuka and Bayley. At one point, looked like the man would pick up a win for the team, delivered a Madhouse style, put Bayley away. Then Flair really spared Asuka into attention to fight a relationship prior to momentary makeup once again and reared itself. The heels took advantage, scored the win. The outcome creates intrigue. Cliffhanger that begs the question of the Bayface doing the fail at War Games. Four cannot get along against the match, something the fans seek a tea beyond War Games gimmick, something that can only serve hands the bout saw your going bloodline. So Bayley and Asuka defeated Flair Lynch. The tensions commentators plan to see the tension as Flair Lynch failed to enter the ring with the rest of the team. And we got CM Punk chant, it was pretty shot down. Some other stuff, Overall, this episode of SmackDown blew by a good sign for WWE as it puts the final touch on the build to Survivor Series. The Judgment Day looks strong. There continue to be essential potential paid division storyline involving Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. We got a hot angle out of Carlito and Santos Escobar. During the fun Owens and Knight versus Theory Waller match, and you have a show that was easy to watch and legitimately drummed up interest for one of the biggest shows of the year. So this was my thoughts on SmackDown. Let's go. Now we go straight to Rampage and Collision to end the broadcast. Alright. Let's go to Rampage. Rampage. Yeah, Rampage. Alright. We go to the live coverage of Rampage. Okay. Recap this week. Collision and Rampage are completed. So, yeah. We have... This week's show featured a ton of action, including a few matches, ongoing content of the tournament. Also saw Guevara Shibata defend the Orange Pure Champion against the former champion in his own right, Wheeler Yuta. Let's look what went down this week on Saturday. Let's start with Hook vs. Nakamura. Rampage aired for Collision in earlier time. Usually, Hook came to kick off the show with a match against Romero. This was a great example of how AEW is skilled performers at all levels. Hook is still getting a career off the ground. Romero's journeyman has won all the titles over the world. Romero put the young in his place. Earlier by counting his offense, using veteran experience outsmarted, but Hook didn't let him have it all the offense. Even though it was clear that Romero had the upper hand for a time, Hook's more shorter bursts of offense kept him in the fight. Every time he would hit something, it looked explosive. This combo was for choice, put in an opening spot. Romero, Hook put on a fun performance that gave more opportunity to sell for his opponent even before as Rocky's finisher. Hook choked him out with Red Run for the win. So yeah, okay. So the way the beginners managed to sell Test Company and Hook at the same time was pretty impressive display of British and soul comedy. Hook crushed Swift suplex looked great. So yeah. It is a good thing they showed cut to commercial when he did a spot where Romero tried to run Hook to the ring. Didn't look so good. There we go. Next to Chris Chandler versus Diamette. After losing the TBS title full gear, Chris looking to get back to her winning ways at American Diamette. This is the first meeting of singles bout, but Diamette doesn't get to hold a win over a Chandler tag match. They started a simple lockup, straight holds, aggression how they perform each move, but they were kept things respectful until Diamette decided to be the one to strike. TS came out to watch stage with an Undertaker stretching and slowing that down. She had upper hand during the first half. The second half was much more competitive. There were a few moments of awkwardness. As a whole, there was already and it gave Diamond more time to ring than she had on AEW TV a long time. Sandler picked up the win and assist from Will Langell after the match. Martinez trying to attack. This likely will lead to a tag match. Sandler defeated Diamette. Stat looked more serious than usual. She looked angry, which is understandable on losing the title. The Ric Flair energy drink ads are on the stage, distracting. Stanley really good at acting with just her expressions. You can tell how her character feels. The Kingdom versus local talents. Kabosh, Guevara Shibata versus Utah. The Pure Championship. Natavian and Bank Bennett gave a promo about Adam Cole and took on local talents a quick match. Kingdom won what appeared to be a North effort. The Kingdom defeated two jobbers. So the main event on Rampage was a Pure Championship rematch between Shibata and Yuta. Lynn Jacobs, Christopher Daniels said the judges on stage after the announcer ran out the rules, made instructions on the current former Pure Champions lock up
As expected, this felt more personal than the previous encounter. Yuta wanted to prove that he's learned enough 8 months since their match at Supercard in order to defeat the wrestler. Yuta ended up winning to reclaim the pure championship. He had to resort to a low blow to do it. This help kept Yuta looking like a heel, protected Shibata a bit. He offered the handshake for a second low blow. DDT was a great way to end it. Yuta defeated Shibata to win the pure championship. We got a great video package for Daniel Garcia for this match. Honestly, there is something special about Shibata's music, so different from most wrestling things. Sets him apart, really fits his whole vibe. Let's talk about Yuta. The way Yuta carries himself is completely different from a year ago. He has a new swagger, a lot more confidence. He is no longer just a good technician. He's an all-around performer now. That's good for Yuta. Now we go to Collision now. The Collision part of the show now begins. Daniel Garcia versus Claudio Castagnoli. It begins as Garcia Castagnoli competing in a match in the blue bracket in the Continental Classic tournament. For Garcia, this is more just winning some points. He was someone a lot of fans feel should have been in the BCC. Put in a JSS instead, became a sports entertainer instead. Now Red Dead looking to prove more than just a funny dance. He wants to show everyone he's one of the best in the world. Like Castagnoli gave him the chance to do that. Expected it was a fantastic display of technical ability for both men. It was that they were telling similar to Garcia versus Shibata. They were the veteran versus younger talent, but they were told stories different way. Yuta wasn't the underdog, but Garcia was. Garcia survived a lot, but he was only able to kick out of their powerbomb from Swiss powerhouse. Claudio Castagnoli defeated Daniel Garcia. Castagnoli's counter guillotine was great. Castagnoli swung Garcia to barricade, looked nasty to me. Versus the boys. House of Black versus the Commander and Gravity. Killswitch took on the boys in a handicap match, one-sided. It was short. The masked man made quick work of the twins. Broke a chair when he chokeslammed one of the twins after the match. And Copeland rider to prevent them doing more damage. Copeland hit him with 2 concertos and a curb stomp. The match was shortened to the post-match attack, but it got Copeland to pop the crowd, served the purpose. Copeland gave up backstage promo after the break. Killswitch defeated the boys. So the House of Black was an answer to Buddy Matthews. Malachi Black took on the team with great gravity, commanded. The High Flyers had a few opportunities to show up the skill. For the most part, this was a dominant performance by House of Black. Both Black and Matthews became frustrated, losing at full gear. Feel like they were extra vicious. Could easily win the match with less time. This won't be remembered in a week, but they did a good job setting House of Black back on the right path. I don't know, he lost by everyone, but Julie Hart. This bout lasted longer than it needed to be, but not in a bad way. Like Murphy picked up a solid, unpredictable win. Give Power more decisive win might make sense, but giving the crowd a better match is never going to get complained. House of Black defeated Commander Gravity. Tristan Killswitch hit on the apron was brutal. Costa probably could have caught him, but it was nowhere to be seen. Every member of the House of Black has a great entrance, a good visual presentation. It's the best of all AEW. Gravity coming in all these other luchadors in AEW. You can see some character development. Being a high flyers isn't a personality. The way Matthews sends Gravity that Black's knee did not go as planned. We got Julia Hart versus Lady Frost, TBS champion. Lady Frost got a big opportunity this week when she got a TBS champion that was won by Julia Hart in full gear. Her was overpowered at first, but she quickly showed Frost she was not to be overlooked. Both women got some stiff shots early on, but Frost's gymnastics helped her steal the spotlight a bit. A couple of spots ended up looking sloppy due to lack of experience working together, but most of it really got decent. Hart won to retain her title. Julia Hart defeated Lady Frost. It's always nice to see Lady Frost at AEW TV. She's an underrated talent. Hart continues to add little things that are interesting to make her feel different every couple of weeks. The House of Black ruled for this match. There was no countouts, so they fought outside the ring for a long time. We go to The Righteous versus FTR. That's Total Crush a little action against Vincent Dutch. Lance Archer was nowhere to be seen. This would have been even 2-on-2 match. Dutch put on more of a fight than Vincent, but for a break, this was about FTR. The Righteous began making a comeback during the picture. After we had come back, the majority of the show, and I come show, after you dominate, I'm single. Yeah, so it's great to see the righteous getting more time on TV. But AEW needs more consistent with them. Where's Stu Grayson? Where are Archer and Roberts? Does the righteous even have an agenda right now? After a fun or basic tag team contest, FTR scored a win with Shadow Machine. Matthews Black came through the crowd, did not tag, they just taunted FTR. FTR defeated the Righteous. Yeah. So we also got Dante Martin's promo. It was messed up, but they had to do a show it again. Yeah. Yeah, Keith Lee versus Lee Moriarty. This is Lee versus Lee this week when Lee took on preliminary for Moriarty. Moriarty being Shane Taylor's current associate. He and the Limitless One had a built-in feud. This is about two complete different styles. Moriarty fires speed strikes and submissions, while Keith the powerhouse was capable of occasional feats of agility. I'm tired. Alright. I can't. Let's just get a kind of fun clash. Man, to be their perspective, to give some entertaining spots. More easy and babyface match from his hometown crowd was nice to see, but did a good job. Made it clear he was appreciated to be loved. He hit a huge slam to score the win by pinfall, but it's real feud with Taylor. Let's hope AEW falls off the other soon. Keith Lee defeated Lee Moriarty. Keith jump kick looked good. Keith powered up, overpowered him. It was a good moment. Alright, the main event of the show saw Brody King taking on Eddie Kingston in a match in the ongoing Continental Classic at House of Black. Ray picked up 2 wins in the show. The King looked to make a hat trick. The fight was to keep the titles he earned to earn. One of the matches I put against the Big E said, bring me Matt Swag. It was brutal, hard-hitting, highly entertaining. Guys are physical to get. Fight each other is always good. It's going to be a treat. They filled 20 minutes of the show with a lot of action. And the crowd here left and right. Putting each other hell. After putting each other hell, sorry, hands going on a lot. I guess this will come to a huge power from King. So yeah, Brody King defeated Eddie Kingston. So Kingston had a Roberto Clementon jersey. It's easy to forget how big Kingston is until you see him next to a B-side King. The contest of Chop is awesome. So my thoughts, this all done here. Let me hear my thoughts on Rampage Collision this week. It's a bit of in-betweener. It was okay. It was a good show. They put a great effort. So yeah, Rampage Collision was good. So yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, this is AgostoAllElite Podcast. I'll see y'all next Sunday as usual. I'll see y'all. Oh shit. I'll see you probably the last Sunday because probably the last Sunday because next Sunday will be the last Sunday. Because it's gonna be to my big break. I'll be probably back in January. So see y'all later.